Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 157. I'm Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina. And to start us off, we're going to talk about Deathwish Part 2, which was released yesterday. Mike, I know you scoped it. We were just chatting a little bit about it. What are your thoughts?
I was fucking stoked. The number one thing that I was most excited about was the amount of footage we got.
Dude, we did.
Like
yeah.
Lizard had like 6-minute long part or something.
Lizard, yeah, it was interesting. It was kind of, at least to me, it felt like almost like a 2-minute intro, like kind of like goofy clips, but some of it was crazy. Like, and then it kind of seemed to actually start, and then he went in for sure.
It was great. The clip that I posted on the Fillet page is the shit. The tail slide kick flip out.
Oh, at LA High?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could kick flip out of that. That's really gnarly.
That was my favorite trick from his whole part, obviously.
That was really sick. And was that wait, was it in a line? Was it like when he kickflip Firecracker, the two-stair, and then like went into that other bank?
No, I think he just rolls in, and then that's where the clip started.
Okay. Well, that's sick.
Yeah, hell yeah. I also think that John Dixon is like next level good.
Dude.
He is so insanely good skating some crazy crusty spots too. Like I don't like sitting there like naming a bunch of tricks from the park, but there's one where he does like a switchback 180 over this like bump to like gap to the side kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, wow, man. He made the switchback 180. That might be the coolest looking switchback 180 in the history of skating.
That's
like, it just looks great, you know?
Yeah. That's sick.
I don't know. I'm backing it. I loved it. And we got a ton of Jamie footage again.
A ton of what? Foy?
Yeah.
There was one thing of that was a little, I guess I would use the word weird to me about the Foy footage was there was like, I think they're back-to-back lines that both have a switch front crook and a flat ground back big spin in them. And I just always pick up on repeated tricks. So to me, it was
you think it's a weird editing move?
Yeah, I think they could have just chosen one of them and for something else, but
I just wanted to give you as much Foy as possible, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's also part of it. But I did notice it in Dixon's part too. He has 2 switch flip board side to regular down handrail.
Yep. I definitely noticed that too.
Where that one, which like it doesn't bug me, but like if I was the skater, like if I was John Dixon, I would personally be like, I want that trick in my part once. I don't want the same trick on the same type of obstacle. But just preference, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dixon's sick because I think he stays like pretty consistent with footage, but kind of like spread out. But he seems to always come through with really gnarly parts, and we don't see him all the time. Like he's not crazy in our face, and then a part will come out, and it's like, wow, this dude is so buck.
I think the last time we saw him was Made, right?
Made Chapter 2, yeah.
When he got introduced to America, right?
And that part is crazy, too. I think it's a little shorter, maybe like 2 minutes or something, because I think he kind of got tossed into the filming of that. But I remember a section of that part where it's just like he just has so many kickflip grind variations on handrails. It's so crazy.
Oh, speaking of this, the new part that he does that switch flip crook on like the bump to bar, the bump to down part.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's buck.
That was insanely good.
Yeah, that's so gnarly.
I saved that clip as well, and I was debating on which one to post.
We'll just post it later.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's sick. And then Lizard had some, I don't know, like Lizard just does crazy tricks, like like random, like back power slide on a table and like.
Yeah, he kick flipped in. That was nuts.
Yeah, just like unconventional, I guess you would say. I don't know, like. But cool, like take on spots and definitely skating different than most people would at the spots that he skates.
There was one where he does like a front board on an outledge and then lands on the stairs while he's going like landing. Like that's nuts.
Dude, that was pretty gnarly.
How do you plan for that?
I've never been to Hollywood High. But when they posted it, I think they said it was at Hollywood High, so I guess like another part of the school or something.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. Just like went to a school where everyone skates like the same two rails that have been there forever. And he's done one of the gnarliest tricks ever on the 16 and skated a weird shootout ledge into stairs.
He also did another ollie north in the front nose on this part.
That is so gnarly.
That's crazy.
But he's one of the best one-footers, right? He's on some.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Well, yeah, I guess moving along from that.
I mean, that was like one of the most solid video projects I've seen in the entire year so far.
You think? Yeah. I think it's fair to put it up there.
There was no filler. There was no like bullshit editing. There was just like straight awesome
I think that's what I'd expect from Deathwish. At least I feel like now it's like Deathwish.
Yeah, I just think that they make really well structured videos.
Yeah, it's like gnarly skating, pretty straight to the point. Like maybe there'll be like a little funny hijinks stuff, but it's never some like crazy artsy like overly done intro or like like it's just these dudes in the streets like get it gnarly. Which is sick. Super sick. But there's a couple video projects this week. Obviously, Erick Winkoski released a part on Thrasher for indie. There's a premiere here in San Diego just for his solo part.
Was it just called the indie part?
Yeah, I think it's called Erick Winkoski indie part.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually went to that premiere.
I feel like we've seen a lot of that lately with like parts just being named like brand part.
Yeah, there's Spitfire part.
Do you think that they're like brands are trying to step away from giving these online parts names?
Maybe a little bit, but a lot of them like it kind of makes sense. Like for Winkowski's, like that was all done. Like Rhino shot most of the photos with it, and Rhino actually filmed a bunch of it. So it's like with indie dudes. And then if you think of like the Spitfire parts, like when Louie and Evan had Spitfire parts, a lot of that was in SF. So they're like with dudes from Deluxe. So yeah, I mean, I guess if it's like a sponsor and that sponsor is really the people that are going out with the skater, then yeah, to an extent, I would say it's possible. But I mean, you might as well at the same time, like why not just do it with a sponsor and keep them stoked instead of like whatever your random internet part name is that no one's gonna really care about probably.
Yeah, but at the same time though, some random internet parts really stick like the names.
Yeah, there are some sick names for sure. I mean, Shane Goes, that's a legendary one.
I feel like that's like the go-to, like the one that my brain thinks of immediately.
Yeah. I mean, not that they're all lame, but I think sometimes it's just like it'll just be like the name of the song that the person skated to or something. It's not that it's whack, but it's like whatever. It doesn't matter really. But yeah, and as far as Erick's part, like I was saying, I went to the premiere, and it was at it's like a brewery bar here in San Diego that does a lot.
Was he there?
Yeah, Erick was there. They do a lot of little premieres. And I've been to a handful. This was definitely the most packed I've ever seen the place.
That's sick.
For a skate premiere, which is cool. It's an all ages place, which is super sick. And yeah, it was packed for sure. There was like a bunch of raffles, like giving away his boards and stuff. Like
that's awesome.
Like his new pro model, like colorway of his shaped boards. San Diego really came out for it. He's from here, so that was a lot of the stoke for sure.
Of course, man.
Yeah, and pretty much all that footage is from San Diego, or at least like pretty close around it. And Erick definitely does his thing. Like he's like on his own whole program as far as the way he skates. Obviously, his setup, the tricks he does on that setup, like no one else does anything like that. A couple quick examples would be like he switch front shove, like I think it's a 5 or 6 block, a spot that's in San Diego here. He like half cap 5-0'd that hubba like layback in LA that everyone skates. Just like crazy, like tricks that are gnarly in general, and he's doing them on this board that has like no nose and is flat and is so wide. He nollie lips at a handrail, and there's literally like no nose to his skateboard.
Yeah, I mean to kind of touch on what you said about like the well, like the shape, the no nose thing is it got me the entire time.
Yeah, the nose of that board is super short and it's just flat.
I kept thinking about that, especially on that nollie lip slide, but then like just on like anything really, like I don't know, like I don't know, there was a lot of tricks to that part where I was kind of fucked up, or like, oh my god, like the kickflip over the fence, like the pregnant lady walking by, that was sick as fuck. Like he makes these like street tricks look so crazy just because of his board too.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it's like when he does like the fast plant to fakie. I want to say it's at that park in at Washington Street. Yes, that's the name of it. Yeah, that's like insanely fucked up. That's like one of the sleeper tricks from the part, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was so buck.
Yeah.
Anytime you see footage of Washington Street, like for anyone that has
right, but then at the same time, it's like you said, like he was going to fucking street hubs and completely changing the layback grind for the history of skating.
Yeah, yeah.
We've never seen layback grinds like this ever.
Dude, and on the table, he does a fakey shove it nose grind and kind of lays back, lands on like a perfect switch heel on flat. It's just so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think in my eyes, this was like the most enjoyable thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I think
it was so sick.
It's a really cool.
As far as like, I shouldn't say that because I like Zion's part was the shit, but like. I don't know. It's definitely up there. It's up there for me right now with favorite parts of the year so far.
Yeah, I think what he does.
Speaking of online shit, did you see Ishod wear on Devontae Jolly's shit?
Yeah, I mean his Ishod story the day he came to San Diego was absurd.
Like, are you kidding me? How much footage and how many like video clip worthy spots are you gonna skate in one day and get tricks at?
Dude, the thing that's crazy is like. What I was thinking about last night, because I kept watching his story, was like these are all clips, and he's with a filmer. So it's like there is most likely for sure tricks he did these spots with the filmer on the camera. And these are all that they completely chose to film on an iPhone. It wasn't like, oh, we don't have a camera today, so let's just film it all on a phone. It was like
right. So you're saying that he
just
got even harder stuff. That's you think he got even harder stuff?
Yeah.
What?
He front crooked a big rail on his story.
Yeah, big old rail. And he also 50-50 to double king.
Yeah. And Jaffin 50 through the whole thing. Like a shot was popping off the flat, like hitting a kink popping. And then Jaffin went all the way down. Is so buck. Dude.
I don't know. That dude, I've been saying it since like January, man. Like we just needed this dude to drop apart, take Sodi again, get that repeat.
Ishad's going to win Sodi again at some point. That's just a fact. Dude, and also it was when they're at the skate park. They skated Algo Norte and Encinitas. I'm sorry. Foods Park and Encinitas. Ishad did big flip front board fakie down the rail, and that was the coolest looking big flip front board I've ever seen.
Ever?
Yeah. That was my favorite looking big flip front board. Even though it was at a skate park on an iPhone, like the way he did it, it just stood out to me. Like that trick's crazy, and usually it looks cool and whatever. But like that one, he got in so high on the rail. Like a lot of times you'll see people go kind of fast for that trick. So they big flip and gap out and like front board and turn it to fakie. But he went like slower and like big flipped and got in at like the top of the rail. It was so sick.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Yeah, that was just absurd. It was so tight. But real quick before we move on from Erick's part, I thought it was sick. Also, he had a clip in there at City Heights Skate Park before they were done building it. He skated the pool and did some gnarly hand plant invert trick. I don't remember exactly what it was, but like the crane or like the crane.
Oh yeah, the clip I posted. Yeah, that was insane.
That is so gnarly.
I love that clip,
especially like it. Not that you'd really want to think about this, but like if you were to slip out or like stick or something, like and you're just flying towards that huge machine that's in the pool, like it's so crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. And he does the backside boneless downstairs the next clip right after.
That was gnarly.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that ever.
Yeah, I mean I for sure haven't. He like gapped to the second block.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it looked insane. I was like, I wanted to post either those clips back to back, or I really wanted to post the fucking the Christ air that he does on the bump to bump.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that.
Like that's just wild, right? Like who does that?
Yeah, that's so sick. And his ender, I'm sure, he's the only person on the whole planet that could do that.
Yeah, that was weird.
Dude, he ho-ho plants and just like he's just handstanding. Doesn't like kick.
He also does like a kick flip, but like he doesn't look at his board obviously because he's handstanding.
It's so crazy.
It's like wild to think about.
It would have been sick to see that one go down in person.
Yeah.
That's so rad. Yeah, Erick killed it. He really did.
I bet you that was like a crowd pleaser at the premiere.
Oh, there was a lot of screaming the whole time, especially on the ender.
Yeah, of course. The ollie over 50, the not the ender, but the ender.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But no, the ollie over 50 was great.
Yeah, I was gnarly. One of my good friends, Jake Martin, grew up skating with Erick. You know him, obviously, Mike. But yeah,
he's awesome.
Erick was telling him that like for that head-on 50, I guess there was like he kept getting on. He wasn't completely going over. He was kind of getting on and going, you know, instead of just like all the way over and grinding straight down it. And he was like, I think he just did that a bunch of times and was like pretty scared to try to go just head on all the way over and down. And then I don't remember completely, like someone said something or he was like, all right, whatever. And then he just, because they show that one outtake, like he kind of slammed but got away from it. And then I guess he just went for it and did it. And it was gnarly.
He's insane.
Yeah, head on grind down a rail in general is so buff.
Especially a big ass one with a fucking 10-inch board.
The thing's big.
Yeah, on like a 10-inch board too.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
With like size 60 wheels.
Dude, yeah. I looked at his signature wheels.
They gotta be bigger than 60s. I bet you they're like 65s.
They're huge.
Yeah.
The setup is so wild, man. It's crazy. Super crazy.
What do you ride?
As far as wheels?
52
millimeter.
52?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I used to get I either 52 or 53. But what about you?
Baby wheels.
54.
54.
I mean, I'm in San Diego, and it's not that crust here. I could skate a little bit.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know. I used to always get 53. What was that?
These wheels ain't little. It's 54 mil, dog.
I used to get 53s, and then I got 52s, and I was like, it's pretty nice to not deal with wheel bite as much when they're new, so I'll just keep.
Yeah, man. Wheel bite's a pain in the ass with 54s for real.
Yeah, so, but I don't know.
I don't do the whole riser thing.
Yeah, that's not happening with me, so my wheels can't get too big. There's no way I'm putting risers on my board.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. That's not a good look for me.
You sound so bummed on him. You sound really bummed on risers.
No, I have homies that use those shits.
That's funny. That's too funny. Okay, well, actually, another Thrasher part that's premiered at the same bar brewery here in San Diego.
What bar brewery?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a bar, but I think it's a brewery too.
No, I said which one?
Oh, it's called Culture.
Culture.
Yeah, it's in Ocean Beach.
Sick.
And yeah, Alex Wilms at his Thrasher part was premiered there. I don't remember what his was called. I think the name of it. No, his wasn't the name of the song. I don't remember what it was called. But just a solo Thrasher part. Did you watch this?
I did not.
Okay, you should for sure check this out.
Well, dude, sell me on it, man.
Sell you on it? Okay, so pretty much he's someone that probably no one else outside of San Diego has heard of, which is he's, I would say, the most underrated skateboarder in San Diego, period. I know him personally not super well. I've just always seen him around. I'd say, and I say he's really underrated because he's not like, I think maybe he gets ventures. He was getting, or maybe still does, foundation, but it's like he's not like on anyone and isn't even really like solidly hooked up in general. and he is so gnarly. Number one, like that's like a very broad statement, but he skates
like gnarly, like as in how like he jumps down shit or he doesn't bathe.
uh, jumps down big stairs, but more of a rail dude. But he has a triple set big flip in his part. Opens his part with a back 50 on, I think it's like a triple kink. Skates just gnarly rails. And then he gets super tech. Like he has a line with the tail slide, front 270 heel. And I don't know, he could just do it all. And he's been like that for so long. And I'm just he's still young. He's like 19 or 20 maybe. So for sure it's time to make it in skating, and I'm sure he will. But it's just weird to me that he's not a little more blown, like bigger of a name than he is. So hopefully this part puts him out there more.
Why do you think that is?
Like why isn't he already like on a brand or more backed? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know, because I've wondered that forever, and I've seen him at skate parks my entire life as a skateboarder. He's always cool to people. He's like it's not like he's lamed everyone or like has a bad attitude or something. Like he's a normal dude and super good. He puts out a crazy amount of footage. It's sick to see like this is his first real thing on Thrasher.
It's kind of like the shot, basically.
He what?
He's like needing the shot.
Yeah. It just doesn't to me seem like it's happened yet, and I'm sure it will. He puts out a crazy amount of footage, like with local videos. A shop video he was in, I think his part was on Transworld for that. But hopefully he starts to blow up, because he really, really deserves it. And he gets, dude, his ender is a back 50 on. Look, I compare the spot to, the ender, Maalouf Silva's ender in his push part. He front feebles that rail that was like a crossbar.
Top over front feeble at the end.
Yeah. It's back 50 on a spot that's like that, but this rail, they had to fix the run up. This rail looks, it's for sure bigger than the one Maalouf's front feeble, I would say, just from the looks of footage. And they had to work on it because I think this thing sucked. And he back 50'd it, and it's so bucked, dude. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to sell you on it, but yeah, everyone should. That's something you should really watch. Especially, I think it's always cool to watch someone new that you haven't heard of before.
Yeah, that might like blow up in 1 year, like Jamie Foy.
Yeah, exactly. Like this will be that dude. Like in a couple years, it's like, oh, I remember his first Thrasher part and how crazy it was. I won't be surprised if that's this part for Alex. It's craziness. Okay, the list is pretty short this week. I have a few more things. Should we keep it video part? There's one more video part, Mike, and I'm pretty interested to hear what you say about it.
What?
Christian Maalouf's pro part for Weekend was really
those ollies and those kickflips look sick. Nah, I'm not gonna front. It was way more enjoyable than I actually thought it was gonna be.
Oh, really?
Totally fucking honest.
I was interested in hearing from you. You enjoyed it more than you thought.
Yes, for sure. 100% honest truth.
Why is that?
Because I really kind of knew what I was gonna get, but I think that the way it was edited, the song that he skated to, there was other factors that made it more enjoyable than just kind of. Yeah. I knew exactly what I was gonna get for sure.
Yeah, I think that's fair. A lot of people that I've heard talk about the part do go to the fact that like it isn't a huge bag of tricks. Like there's 3 fakie flips, like a handful of kick flips, handful of ollies.
Handful of ollies? There's like 2 handfuls of ollies.
But I agree with you. I think Weekend in general, like Grant Insert does a super good job with filming it all really cool, and like the little transitions, like before he kickflips over those 2 hydrants, like that little animation that comes up. Song was so sick.
Yeah, song was really good. He skated to that song, like it made it like more enjoyable to watch a bunch of ollies for sure.
And I mean, the other thing I would say is like, yeah, he's repeating tricks. I understand if you were to say like what you're saying of, what you're gonna get, but he's doing those tricks like very, very good looking and on very spots.
I agree.
And that is, yeah, you can't deny that. Like that frontside flip on the driveway, like over that ledge.
Oh, super good. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It and then turns it. It's so sick.
I mean, I honestly expected to get on here this week and run it on that shit, but I don't really have that much to say other than he just does the same shit over and over again. But I mean, I think we all knew that already.
What about that?
You know what I mean? It's not like some crazy secret.
Dude, the ender was nuts.
Awesome. It was cool. I mean, I wasn't mad. It's not like a part I'm going to sit there and watch twice, or it's like not a part I'm going to watch to go, or maybe I'll watch it twice, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not a part I'm going to watch to go right before I go skate for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair, of course. Everyone, yeah. Those parts for them, you know. Yeah, as far as that fakey flip over a table, I can't even comprehend how you would try to fakey flip over a table.
Yeah, that's insanely buck, bro.
Dude, you'd have to be going so fast. You have to pop so early. It's just like, it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's so gnarly. I got really psyched. Like, I love in the background, you can see all the hype on everyone's faces and how they zoom it in and play it back. It's so funny. That was sick. It was just, it's just cool to see, like,
they have a cool brand, man.
The feeling of like being on that session, kind of. Yeah, Weekend is really cool. Really,
I've never seen their board in the wild.
You've never seen a Weekend? Whoa, that's strange or surprising to me, at least.
I don't recall at least. Oh, I've seen what I think the homie had one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd be kind of surprised if you've never seen one.
But we see a lot of fucking awesome for sure.
Interesting.
A lot of fucking awesome, a lot of real, a lot of anti-hero for sure, for sure.
Yeah. That makes sense. Those don't surprise me. I think most places where you would go, you'd see those.
True. Good point.
Not everywhere, but most. Yeah, you're by a big city too. I don't know. Those brands just make sense. For what you're saying.
I mean, they are like the ones that are most popping as far as like video projects being released and shit. Like, when's the last time you seen a Toy Machine video? When's the last time you seen, you know, like shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't something get like a name? Didn't a video get a name? Element video? What's it called?
Peace.
What?
Peace.
Oh yeah, duh.
Like that.
So yeah, I guess that's news. Element has a video.
Yeah, did this
vid.
I think it was October.
Yeah, I think that's what it said. I'm honestly looking forward to that flip video like a lot.
Well, as far as the flip video, you know what was interesting to me? I didn't
Marcos Montoya.
Louis Lopez has a Skate Warehouse interview. And they ask him, like, what are you working on now that Purple's done and whatever. He basically just said, like, oh, yeah, filming. Like, not really sure what it's for yet. Next question. Like, oh, yeah, we heard about the flip video. Like, are you filming for that? And he's like, oh, I don't really know anything about that. And then the next, I swear, he, like, says he doesn't know about the flip video. And then the next question is, oh, like, there's been rumors of you getting on FA, like anything you want to say about that? And he's just like, oh yeah, I mean, just like rumors, man. Like, I don't know. The flip thing was more of like a crazy answer to me than the FA one. Like, whatever, you kind of brush it off. Like, what is he gonna say in a video interview about a rumor about him? But like, not being like, his reaction to the flip video question was so surprising to me. It was like the way he said it was, there's for sure, like, he hasn't heard from the team manager or like from whoever, like, hey, we're filming a full length. So I don't know if like how the whole like there's a flip video conversation has started with so many people, but apparently to Louis Lopez, he's not filming for one at the moment.
Interesting.
Which, if Flip was filming for a video, you would know Louis Lopez, like he'd be probably like the dude for it.
Probably the first part.
Yeah.
Probably Marcos.
So I don't know what's up with, I mean, a flip video in general or Louis' role in that video or whatever. It was a surprising.
Flip video is definitely happening. They've promoted the idea of it multiple times.
Yeah, well then I don't know.
Maybe just it won't be featuring Mr. Louis Lopez.
I wouldn't be shocked if he wasn't there for too much longer.
Yeah, me neither. It seems like he's kind of over it.
Flip just, I mean, if they're working on a video, then of course this is. But other than that, like, it doesn't seem like they really do a ton with their like team together and like
True.
like trips or small video projects, and it just doesn't seem like there's really much going on.
I'm just excited for Marcos Montoya full part, honestly.
That dude is sick.
That dude is so sick.
He's sick.
He's like one of my top 5 favorite dudes to watch right now.
Well, this is the second episode in a row you've been hyped on. I back it. Don't get me wrong. I can tell you're a super psyched on.
That's how I get with these AMs that get me gassed up, man.
I know. I feel you. Yeah.
Talked about Zion for like a year straight.
Does Marcos have some parts online?
Yeah, he's got footy.
Does he have a barracks?
Yeah, he did the barracks thing where he like tray flipped everything in the park or something like that.
No, but he didn't have like a next new wave part, or he did?
I don't remember. I don't think so,
I
offhand.
don't know. I should look that up. I should watch more of his footage. He is super sick.
Yeah, you should, dude. Florida boy.
Yeah, we already know what's up with Florida. They just got the best.
You don't fuck around.
Right? Yeah, they just got the best.
You drink that good ass orange juice and learn how to do front crooks like nothing.
Orange juice. Hey, did you see in the like Elements announcement that the video is called Peace, the full cab that Mason Silva did? Mason Silva's full cab for the Element video?
Oh yeah, man. That dude is the shit. He's super pro, huh?
Full cab is street gap like that.
I don't know. He's insane. That's one of my dudes, right? That's like one of my dudes to watch right now.
Yeah, I would assume he'll be last part in that video.
Nope, Nigel.
Dude, it's possible, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that just because like the whole Instagram announcement of this video was just like him.
Westgate,
yeah, I would be hyped on a Westgate part. But my guess is Mason first or last. They'll be one of those.
Mason first. No, they'll put an AM first, probably.
Or turn someone else pro and put them first, maybe.
Maybe they'll introduce Deshaun.
Tyson went pro. I bet someone else is going pro at the premiere.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if Deshaun's going to be a no.
He's not.
I don't think
he's
so.
Going to that Shane brand, boy.
You know who else I think is a high possibility of going to that Shane brand?
Utah.
Well, yeah, we already talked about that. Tommy Finn.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree.
On stereo. He's been on stereo forever. But I think he'll be on Shane's company.
I think so, too. I think it
just would make sense. Shane's always backed him. Tommy's from Australia. They skate together.
The only thing is, like, the rumors that we're hearing, that is a pretty fucking big team to start a brand with.
I know, yeah. So, I mean, we got a lot of names tossed around here. I'm not positive they're all going to end up there, but, I mean, it's an idea.
I still think that Waxon and Yo-Yo are going to end up there for sure.
That makes sense.
Because they were never introduced to Primitive, right? They were just kind of like flow dudes.
Yeah.
Right. And it seems like Primitive's kind of got other dudes in there, other prospects in their.
Primitive has a big flow program.
Yeah. Look how long it took Robert Neal to get on.
Yeah, that is strange. He was going on trips for like 3 years.
I don't know. I feel like Waxon is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, and I would use the word is really, really good.
Yeah, good point.
He's crazy. And he's growing up, and it'll be sick to watch him keep growing and keep just as his skating grows too, you know, how that always goes. Well, as we're talking about Primitive, we might as well talk about the Rod.
The boss.
Drew's Day's favorite skater, Paul Rodriguez, yesterday put I think they called it unmastered or remastered. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was unmastered.
Raw footage from Primitive's Never video on his YouTube channel. And I love raw footage, and I loved watching Paul's raw.
Full cab flip?
Dude, the nollie, yeah, that. It was nollie, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Nollie.
Work. Like, it was just rad to see, like, where Paul is in skating, in his career, his age, his role of owning this board brand that seems to be doing very well. You know, like, multiple business ventures, and it's just sick to see him still, like, out battling for gnarly tricks.
Very gnarly tricks.
Like, And the reason I say it like that is could be said shorter that like he doesn't have to do that, and he would still be exactly where he is today. I'm not saying he never had to do that, but like at where he is right now, like he doesn't really have to be doing that. Which makes it
he's just 100% skateboarder though, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. But like he could just go to Beebles Park every day and like he'd still be getting his Nike check and like popping on Instagram and whatever. But he goes out of his way to hit the streets and go back for tricks 3 times until he gets it and takes slams. And I'm sure like as much as his body's gone through that it's pretty hard on his body to slam that much and go back to spot 3 times.
Yeah, no shit.
But it was really sick to see him, especially that nollie front 360 kickflip off the bump. Like, just how stoked he was when he landed it. It was so sick.
Yeah, watching like candid Paul moments is like one of my favorite things, honestly. Dude, he seems just like a genuine dude, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I've always wanted to meet him. I've never got to meet him.
I've never met him, but I've been at like I've seen him, like I've been right next to him, like at the Bear walk right by, like stuff like that. But I've never talked to him.
Yeah, same.
Switchback Smith, Switchback 3.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
Not only is that like one of the craziest looking things, it was cool watching him warm up because he's just holding Switchback Smiths on that. It's like a tall ledge, though, just chilling. Also, I love how we know like how picky he is about his tricks.
I think we always knew that, kind of.
Yeah. I think that's just like a thing with Paul that everyone knows. Like he's gonna do it until it's the exact feeling that he wants. Especially with that Switchback Smith, Switchback 3, he did multiple that I think basically everyone else would say are acceptable, but he did it until he had it the way he wanted. Switch flip back tail all over that other ledge on the tall. Sick. Again, did that a bunch of times. Dude, it's one of them you hear. I think it's Mikey. Mikey's like, dude, I know you're not happy with that, but that was tight. Like when he lands it, it's pretty funny. Like I think he popped out early over the block, and then Mikey said that or something. It made me laugh. It was sick. Yeah, I loved watching that raw footage.
I wish there was commentary.
It would be really sick to hear him talk about all that.
Yeah. I thought about it. It was the first raw footage I've watched since the Etnies ones came out.
Yeah, so you were wanting the commentary?
Yep, I absolutely was.
Commentary is great.
I thought about it kind of right away.
Wow.
How much it really does add to it, especially because clearly the overall goal of these like raw edits, raw videos, whatever you want to call them, is to get like a genuine feel for the day or for the spot or for like the experience itself, you know?
Yeah.
I think that with the commentary, it adds that tenfold.
Yeah, it really does.
Because we get to see the sights and the sounds, but then we also get to hear a literal description from the man that was doing it, you know?
What the spot was like. All that.
And there's always like, if you ever listen to the commentaries, there's always like kind of like random side stories where they'll talk about things that are around the spot that may be happening, like a lady walking down the street or a dog or some shit like that. And you're just like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I agree. It is rad. And then obviously the process of his ender switch from blunt back to flip on the shootout ledge was sick. It was cool to see all those tries. Another trick that he went back for multiple times, stuck a ton of until he got the one. And that's tight on that roll away. You can see like he lands, rolls away for a second, and then he like looks back like, no way, I just did it. Like he's so high.
Right.
And that's an OG spot that has been skated, and like him and Tori Podwell have skated that thing forever, which is cool. I think it's like Camino High School or something, like somewhere in the valley past LA. But that thing's been skated forever, which is sick. And then as far as my topic list goes, we have one more thing.
What, real?
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't go, man. I'm so bummed on that.
Home is where the heart is at Upright Skate Shop. Yeah, I was going to ask Mike, you weren't able to make it out to the premiere?
No, dude, I was sick as fuck the entire weekend. Like, I didn't leave my house other than to go to do, like, Father's Day stuff and then came straight back home.
That sucks.
It was so whack. I was so bummed out. I heard it was so rad.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man.
Yeah, it
But
is, dude. Especially because I haven't like done anything like skate related other than go to SD, you know. But like, I don't know. I'm bummed on it. But that video is the shit, man. But
dude,
actually, you know what I can talk about though is a majority of that footage.
was
Not a
when
majority, but a lot of that footage. Actually, I think almost all of that footage.
yeah, I think it's all from the trip when they did the House of Ants thing.
Yeah, when I was there, like, and actually did chill with them. So it's like, it's really sick to see all of that because
Yeah,
I was literally a couple of feet away from all of that, watched all that stuff get filmed. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like really, really cool. As far as the street clips go, that was like the best part
dude.
by far.
Man.
Like, the street clips that they skated are all like very well known Chicago spots.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it was really, really cool to see like my favorite skateboarders literally skating my, you know, like the spots that like I skated or currently do skate for that matter.
Yeah, that is sick.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I want to talk about the piece a little more, but you made me think of a trick. Zion ollies up that ledge in his kickflip wall ride,
Yep.
and then like whatever, like wall backflip thing was so sick.
Yeah, I don't know. He like did it. He looked so badass when he did it.
Dude, he made that kickflip wall ride look like mellow.
Nothing. And that is not nothing, I promise
Dude,
you.
that's insane. Kickflip wall
Yeah.
is crazy in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so sick. As far as the video piece itself, I think we've seen multiple projects before by Jeremy McNamara, and they've every time like it really stands out to me how well it's put together and it's filmed so good.
I met him that time. He's rad.
Oh, sick!
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was there. He's the one who filmed like all that everything.
hmm yeah. I think his projects are cool. They really have like we've seen enough, or there's enough released to this point where I feel like I kind of know.
Yeah.
Like when it's his, it's like I know it's his. Like I can tell
Yeah.
like, this is
I
his.
like the Nate one a lot.
Yeah, Nate's is great. Um, I just think he does these projects super well. It's they really have a short film, like this dude could make an entire movie feel to it, which is sick. And I know this Home is Where the Heart is a series, so it's gonna be cool to see the other shops that they're doing this with.
Mm-hmm.
And it was rad. Just a lot of the skate shop talk I think is stuff that as a skateboarder, like you kind of hear about shops. Like obviously a shop's like where you should hang out and but there was some more specifics a little bit about Uprise, which was sick.
Yeah, Uprise is the shit, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool to
It
hear
really is. Those dudes are super sick too.
what they've been through, and like how long the shop's been there, and
Mm-hmm.
just like the role it plays in Chicago's skate scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll skate Fargo in the winter, dude.
That's
Yeah, it's really cool. I like those dudes.
yeah. So I loved it. I think
That's definitely like a must watch as far as like video projects go. That one was super fun.
yeah, it's sick because of course, like every skateboarder could enjoy that, and the way it's put together, like it's just someone that's like into sports or something could like watch that.
Yeah, but like, okay, here's the thing though, is like, yeah, it's about Uprise, but it's like relatable to any of like your own home shop though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like most kids will listen to that and be like, "Oh, sick! Like that's a cool shop. Like that's exactly how it is for us at
Yep.
whatever."
Yep, I completely agree.
Which is cool. They killed it. I'm excited to see the rest of these, rest of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. It's a pretty quick topic list. Couple video parts.
I like talking about video parts. I like talking about juicy news, but I like talking about video parts too.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did mean to mention when we were talking about Element, Levi Brown announced his departure.
Oh, I didn't even really.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while, no?
Yeah, for a long period of time. When
Wasn't Levi Brown on the Levi skateboarding team?
Wait, what?
Wasn't Levi Brown on the Levi skateboarding team?
I don't know. I don't think so, honestly, but maybe.
I hope so.
I saw him at Cherry Park when I was up there maybe a month ago or so, and he had a Deathwish. He had a JK's board.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, oh, maybe just like that board was around or something. And then,
Yeah.
and then I saw this, but I believe he works. Like I think he's maybe one of the TMs or something like that for New Balance.
He used to be on New Balance. Is he not anymore?
No, I think he's still on, but I think he also has more than just like a team rider role there.
Gotcha.
I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I think so. Yeah, but I think it was the same day Element announced the Peace video. They like it was like a poster for him like holding a board or something, and it said Peace too, and he was like, "Oh, like, thanks for everything, Element, whatever." And he's
interesting.
Out. Yeah. So that's that. We will be back with 158 in a week. Thanks for watching. Hit us up with whatever you want us to check out. We'll chat about it. Peace.